Hey YouTube friends, it's Diaper Kiddo Jason, and I have Domino here with me. Um, and I wanted to do just a little bit of a video tonight. Um, Today was just such an insane day. Sorry, my voice is really trying to blow out. But today was such a weird day. I had to get up really early this morning because I had a job interview. I had a phone interview for a position that I really, really would love to have. And so we're going to see what happens with that. I think the person said that I was one of 30 people that they were phone interviewing. And then from those 30, they were going to select 8 finalists, I guess, to bring in for an in person interview. And so it was a very short phone interview. I think we were on the phone for maybe 9 minutes. They only asked me just a couple of very generic interview questions. So I got the impression that they were basically trying to filter out of those 30 the people that would be the most articulate, well spoken, personable, whatever, because they were really generic questions. But the good part about it is if I am able to get this position, it's Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, no weekends, no holidays, no any nights or anything like that. And I would be making slightly more than double what I'm making now, which coupled with my husband's promotion that he's gotten, depending upon what his salary is, because I don't think that they've discussed that yet. But coupled with the pay raise that goes with it, we would be doing really, really well. But that was how I spent my morning, and then I had a few hours between that and going into work that I could spend with Domino. And then I went into work and did my normal sort of workday thing. And once again, I found out at the last minute, this was a day or two ago. Actually, it was Sunday, so it was 2 days ago. I found out that I was going to have to stay late again tonight. This time, it was college preview night, which is this big event that the college puts on once a year for all of the area high school students to be able to come into the college and speak to people from each of the different departments, ask questions. Basically, it's an opportunity for my school to entice students to choose to attend. And as the apparent official bookstore representative to every flipping event that's ever going to happen, I was told that I had to stay late again. So I spent basically 2 hours because there were I think they said 600 students showed up, and it was all in a relatively large room. But we're not talking about a gymnasium or anything. And so I spent about 2 hours shouting at the top of my lungs to be heard by the students that I was talking to. So my voice is really hoarse, and I'm so super tired. It's been a very, very long day. But that's over now. Maybe this will be the last time that I have to stay stupidly late in the at least immediate future. But that was my day, and so it was kind of mental. But I'm forgetting what I was going to tell you guys. A couple of things actually. One is I cut and bleached my hair because I got bored, and so I think it looks pretty good. I'm not in the best light, so you can't really see very well, but it's very blonde. And I did a really good job cutting my hair. I usually cut my own hair, but this time I was really satisfied with how it turned out. So that's one thing. Let's see what else. So you guys know that I enjoy treating my little side, and I enjoy doing clothes shopping for my little side. Well, I ordered something this weekend that was relatively inexpensive. They came in, gosh, all the days are becoming a blur. Came in yesterday, actually. And it's a sleeper that is Cheshire Cat colored because I kind of love the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. And it's from a company called Little Keeper Sleepers. And the whole like gimmick behind it is that they're more or less inescapable. Once they're put on, it's very difficult for the person wearing them to take them back off again. And they're specifically made for like toddlers who tend to disrobe and remove their own diapers and stuff like that. So like you're not supposed to be able to get to that. But they go all the way up to sizes that fit me. And so it's really cute. I'm not wearing it right now, obviously, because it's late and because I really legitimately cannot get out of it very easily without help. And so if I were to wear it to sleep, I'd also be wearing it to work tomorrow. But it's super cute, and I mostly got it because it's Cheshire Cat colored. And I'll have to show you guys my Cheshire Cat hat. But anyway, so that was kind of exciting. Otherwise, not really a whole lot going on other than I'm just like permanently exhausted these days and hoping that I get a new job, which isn't to say that I don't love what I'm doing because I do. I absolutely love what I'm doing, and I could easily see if things were a little bit different turning this into a career. Um, Pretty much the only complaint I have about my job is specifically with my coworkers, because I feel like I do way too much for what I'm paid, and I feel like they do too little for what they're paid. Even though I'm a manager currently, I have no staff under me. I am, technically speaking, I'm the lowest ranking person at the bookstore right now, which is kind of weird because when I came on, I had a staff of 6. But as people have come and gone, and we've had permanent staff that have left, I've just absorbed their duties. And so now I'm pretty much doing everything. And my store manager spends less time in the store than I do. Uh, Typically because she's taking one of her kids to the doctor, or she has a PTA meeting or an awards assembly. It's always something to do with her kids. Um, and like I kind of complained before, I didn't breed with her, so why I have to be penalized because she chose to have kids, I don't understand. But it definitely gets old, and I'm just really tired. Like it's definitely time for a change, because I'm growing more and more frustrated. I had a doctor's appointment last Friday with a new GP that I went to, and I have to have blood work drawn, and then I have to go back in a month to review my blood work. But other than that, I'm very healthy. My blood pressure was spot on perfect. I'm very fortunate in that regard. My blood pressure is always perfect. All of my vitals were good. The only thing that the doctor was concerned about, ironically, was my stress and anxiety levels. And so, very likely, once my blood work comes back and we take a look at everything, the doctor said that he wants to consider working on treating my stress and anxiety once I get my blood work back. Like, obviously, he doesn't want to write me any prescriptions that could potentially affect my blood work. But that was good, and the doctor was nice, and the nurse was just way too cool. Like, that was the coolest nurse I've ever seen. She was, like, just adorable and kept dropping things, and she was hysterically funny. So I like that doctor's office automatically. But like my stress levels and like my overall happiness and my anxiety levels are all just kind of out of whack. And it's, well, yeah, pretty much exclusively because of work. I'm very happy with my home life. I'm a little lonely sometimes. Sometimes I'm a lot lonely. But really, that's not anything that I can do anything about right now. Um, where we live, I have one friend beside my husband and my family, and he's amazing. Which he's probably watching this now. So if so, then hi, Luke. But other than that, I really don't have any friends. We've been here for, well, it's depressing, 3 years now, over 3 years. But because of working so much, I haven't really had an opportunity to make very many friends in the area, which is kind of a bummer. Oops, sorry. Like, I totally really need to get like a tripod or something. But anyway, we haven't really had a lot of opportunities to make friends in the area. Plus, like, that's one of the challenges, I guess, of being part of the ABDL community, and living somewhere where there really aren't a lot of other people in that community, is you really start to feel a little bit isolated. Like, I'm not saying that I can't be friends with somebody who's not ABDL, because obviously that's not true. But it is definitely something that I miss, being able to have a community of friends um, that I could sort of be myself around, and that, kind of identified in that regard with me. And I don't have that here. And so, with the exception of my best friend Luke and my husband and my family, I really have nobody here. And so that's probably a contributing factor in making things a little bit more difficult as far as like stress management. But other than that and my work life, everything is awesome. Like, I love my home life. I am happier at home than I think I've ever been. My husband is amazing. He's my best friend. My dog is my other best friend. And so I couldn't be happier with that side of myself. It's really just the 8 hours a day that I'm not here and I'm there at work that I'm not really happy. And even then, I'm happy with what I'm doing. It's just the people that I work with. But that is enough so that I'm ready for a change. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Root for me, guys. But I really just wanted to make a short little video to, kind of chat about my day a little bit. I enjoy these vlogs, just because it gives me a chance to articulate whatever's going on in my head. I know these are probably the most boring videos I do for you guys. And I do want to do more interesting, more active, less rambling at the camera sort of videos. And that is coming, I promise. I'm having trouble coming up with ideas, honestly. That's part of it. Because I don't want to do the same videos that everybody else has done. So I'm having trouble coming up with interesting things that you might enjoy. But part of it too is that I'm just so tired all the time. I feel like I wake up with my batteries at 40%, and by the end of the night, I'm on blinking red. And that's daily. So maybe with this job change and a schedule change, and a lifestyle change, then maybe I will get some of that energy back. But that's pretty much it for tonight, guys. So thank you for sitting through yet another rambling talking video. If you have any ideas for stuff that you might want to see in future videos, please let me know. Feel free to leave me a comment in the comment box below. Or if you don't feel comfortable leaving comments on YouTube, which I could totally understand, you can also feel free to email me, jason@diaperkiddo.com, and just give me some ideas for what you might want to see, what might be interesting, if you want to see more of my little clothes, or if you can think of anything else that you might want to see. Obviously, there are some limits of things that I will not do on a camera, namely anything that might get my channel banned, for one. For two, I will not use my diapers on camera because that's just weird. But other than that, like, I mean, if you guys have any ideas for things that you might find interesting, let me know, and I'll definitely consider it. But in the meantime, expect probably a few more of these little rambling talking videos until I can, kind of rebound and recover from the intense, abiding exhaustion that I feel pretty much on a daily basis. But that's it for tonight. So, from a very, very, very morbidly exhausted Diaper Kiddo, and from Domino, right? We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.